So this is Tim.
Hey, white girl, why do the white women like to fill their lips with the Botox? Look like the last two hot dogs in a pack.
I can't. I honestly kind of wish my lips looked like hot dogs in a pack, but I can't afford Botox. I think it goes back to we've talked before on our show about white girls and the pressure that society puts on white girls to look a specific way. And I think we talked about it when it comes to like weight loss and like eating and certain things like that. So I think it's probably the same thing with Botox. Like it's just the idea of aging and wrinkling and being, I guess, growing older is not it's not something that society looks at as like what they want to do. Like you should look a certain way. And I think you had said that you had lived in LA for a while, so I'm sure it's a lot more prominent there. I don't even know where you can get Botox around here, but if I could figure it out, I might get some if I could afford it. But no, I think it really is just society's perception of what white girls should look like. So thank you. Good question.
Hey, white girl, do you feel like white people fear black people just off the strength? Like first impression type stuff?
I 100% think that there's a lot of white people out there that fear black people. And I think a lot of it is just the fact that they don't take the time to get to know the people around them. I think that there's a lot of things that happen in our society that they don't understand. And therefore, I think sometimes a first impression right off the top, I think it tends to be, I don't even necessarily, I think sometimes it is intimidation, but I think sometimes it's just a lack of understanding, a lot of things that happen. Like we had talked about, what I was thinking of is one of the other episodes we were talking about how like the misunderstanding of people who are different than you, and people like you walk through a mall and you see a woman grab her purse a little tighter because she's worried about what might happen. And I do think that happens a lot, unfortunately. I wish it didn't, but that's why we're doing this. So we want to make sure we clear that up and realize that it's nothing to fear and we can like love everybody and all get along. So this is Londi.
Hey, white girl. How do you guys have such good credit?
Well, I don't have great credit, but I will say that I don't even know that it's like, well, first of all, it's something that I think is talked about a lot in families growing up. I think it was taught in school, like in classes that I was in, I definitely learned a lot about credit. Maybe not a lot, not as much as I should have. But I just think some part of it is just the way that you're raised. I think that you're just raised with, this is what you do with your money, this is how you spend it, this is how you budget it, this is how you, my parents were very, 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 like, they didn't spend a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but when they finally got the ability to, there was never like, we can't do anything extra. Like we have to save it, we have to make sure that we're investing it. So that's just how we were raised. It was more of like a values thing, not necessarily like learning it. It's just how we grew up. So that's my answer. Good question. This is Ramon.
Hey, white girl, what is a by golly, and how do you spell it?
So I'm gonna go with the whole potato salad and raisins thing. Like this is an urban legend because I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never heard that phrase in my life. I haven't.
By golly.
So again, I don't even know what that means. And I do know a lot about how do you spell it.
How do you spell by golly?
Okay, math and spelling are not my thing. I'm just gonna say that. BYGOLLY. I don't know. I don't even know what that is, honestly. I've never heard it. So this is Terry.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, so
Hey, white girl. Why do white people prefer pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie?
it's a really good question. I think it's just simply what's offered at holidays. So, and it's actually, so at my holiday, it's two separate things. So there is sweet potato things, and then it's not even a pie. It's like a casserole, like with the marshmallows on top. And then that's served with dinner. And then the pumpkin pie is served like with dessert. But I didn't even know sweet potato pie for dessert was a thing until like last year, because that's not something that you'll find in a lot of white family gatherings. I don't like pumpkin. Sweet potato is just okay. Yeah, I think a lot of white people do. I think they taste I think they taste similar, but maybe that's just.
Pumpkin pie just stringy, but they taste the same.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie is like a great value version of sweet potato pie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of either, but I mean, I think it's that has blown my mind recently. That is a totally separate thing when it comes to different families. Yeah. So like you say that like sweet potato pie would be part of dessert, right?
Yeah, we had yams too.
So that's different.
We don't do marshmallows though.
should. It's good.
I get it at Boston.
Yes. Okay. So there's yams, and that's
That's
with dinner.
yeah. That's what y'all put the marshmallows on. And then we have sweet potato.
So I've never actually even had sweet potato pie in my life. So maybe that's what I need to do. We need to eat some sweet potato pie.